how's it going, guys? And welcome back to Monster Tamer Showcase, the segment on this channel where we check out various monster taming games and give a general summary of what each game is about by going through various websites regarding the game, their Steam page if relevant, the Twitter if relevant, etc. So today we're going to be talking about Entodrive, another one of those games that kind of just completely slipped under my radar. And for those of you who don't know, today is the release date as of the time that you are watching this video. So if you do find this game interesting at the end of this video, you can definitely go and purchase it on Steam. It is currently in early access as of the time you guys are watching this. That said, we're going to go through it. So Entodrive essentially is a monster taming RPG where you have to tame these sort of computer bugs or viruses, and you explore an island called Cache Island because... get it? But basically the general gist is that everyone was playing this AR game, which is where the monsters are being able to be seen from, and then somehow they sort of defected and now are infecting technology. Let's go through the trailer because it's quite interesting. So, as you can see from the trailer, the game features a sort of 2.5D game style, if you will. Technically, it's all 2D. It sort of is like Doom. It's a 3D looking game using 2D assets that are sort of flipped up so that they appear 3D. Someone mentioned in one of the comment sections of one of the videos that I did talking about the game, I believe it was on Monster Tamer News, that it reminds them of old PC games, and that's exactly right. And as you'll see in a minute, on their Twitter page, the developers have a game that they've already created, and it's a first-person shooter similar to how Doom would work. Now, let's get a little more information about the game. This big block of text obviously is just talking about, why is the game early access, what's in the current early access build, which we will talk about, but let's get that general synopsis first. So, the gameplay. Hack Entodrive into your crew, battle Entodrive in turn-based combat, help the people of Cache Island with Entodrive-related incidents, thwart the Forever Corporation's raid on the island, which we did see some of those Forever guys in the trailer, face your dev partner Max J in a battle. Plot. So this is where you're going to kind of understand exactly what's going on in the game. As one of the developers for Entodrive AR, an augmented reality game that was made to gamify an outbreak of computer viruses. Your partner in development, Max Jai, was in the face of business but never got his hands dirty to develop the game. He calls upon your help when realizing Entodrive aren't behaving how they were programmed. Entodrive begin attacking you and possessing objects in the real world. The Entodrive have become something more than intended. It's up to you and Max Jai, or Jay, if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, I apologize, to go on a quest to rediscover what Entodrive means to the people of Cache Island and save them from Entodrive-related incidents. Then state of the early access build. So we don't have to go to that big block of text. It looks like they got it for us right here. Current gameplay implemented. A build state is in alpha with a vertical slice that showcases the design pillars. 2 towns, a cave, and 2 routes to explore. Travel through Java Pool, Crystal Cave, Crystal Town, Crystal Cove, Lua Road, and Python Port. You can choose your starting Entodrive, you can hack Entodrives, you can upgrade them, turn-based combat, moves with different abilities, battle other crews, encounter Entodrive in strange locations, character model choice selection, fast-forward binded button with various speeds in the option menu. That's pretty cool for grinding. Debug commands, aka cheats. And then, so build transparency. So this is going to talk a little bit about what's not available yet in the game. Some features are explorable but are missing key elements like NPCs, dialogue events, correct warp positions, invisible walls, battles, etc. 100 plus monsters are programmed currently. If you fall through the floor, enable moon jump in the options menu and hold V. Basic battling system is in place and is missing some key features. Missing from the battle system is some status moves, user player items, player battle lose sequence, and NPC challenge nameplates. Some NPCs in the overworld don't have dialogue set up yet. Storage system is capped. It's recording captured data up to 150, but displays less. I'm working on UI to scroll through the PC boxes so you can access all your monsters. Overall move consistencies and effect need work. Items aren't usable and obtaining dialogue is broken. Incorrect post-battle EXP scaling. So there's definitely some things that need to be fixed. That's something you're going to have to think about before you decide whether or not to purchase this game, is that it does seem to be in a very early state. I know we see some games in early access are very, I don't want to say complete because they're still incomplete, but they have a lot of content and a lot of, I guess Temtem's a good example. There's about 30 hours of story in Temtem, and the game was pretty polished. But then you have other games that entered early access but were very buggy, sort of like Monster Crown, but we see that these games have improved immensely. So this game is definitely going to be very limited in what's currently in the build, but I'm still going to get it and we're still going to stream it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is he said it's like a vertical slice, so I don't expect it to be a crazy amount of content. So just keep that in mind. It's one of those things where you're gonna have, like, if you do decide to purchase the early access, you're gonna sort of see the game evolve alongside the developer, because there are certain things missing that I would have liked to see in an early access build, like losing a battle. There doesn't seem like there's a sequence there. Like I could deal with some of the statuses not being in the game. The NPC challenge nameplates, that's like when you go into a battle and it goes like, and then it shows your enemy, the enemy trainer, and it's like, Pokemon trainer Nate wants to battle or whatever. That stuff's fine, but with, some of the text being incomplete and the battles, some of the battle, the battle lose sequence not being there, don't know if I can deal with it, but I feel like that kind of stuff should be in the early access. But yeah, anyway, so that's the basic gist of Entodrive. Entodrive is a game where you battle and tame various viruses, basically. Now, they also have a website which gives us pretty much the same information, but we get a couple other looks at some of the in-game the in-game battles and some of the outside area. We get a couple looks at that. We get snowy route video preview. This leads on to their YouTube channel as well. We did see some of this in the trailer, to be fair. Shows a battle sequence. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. You have the world map, work in progress, complete Entodrive list. So it's very difficult to see, unfortunately. We're just gonna zoom right in. So you have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 5 times 15 is what, 60? So you got about no, it's more than 60. It's 70. You got about 70 monsters here to mess around with. Magic Town preview, so you get a little bit of a preview of the town itself. Yeah. Okay, so they've made some changes since then. And then you have the good old Twitter page, which he has been uploading various clips like throughout this entire run of the game. Oh, he retweeted my Monster Tamer news. Thanks, man. Yeah, basic stuff. The basic gist of this is that they're going to be, and I believe I calculated that wrong. So 15 times 5 is what, 30, 60, 75. So I said 70. It's 75. 75 monsters right now that we can see. Sorry for my bad on the cuff math there. I'm usually pretty good at math, but apparently not anymore. Anyway, sorry to let that drag on, but basically, yeah, this is the gist of the game. It's going to come with a very early build. But I think it'll be pretty interesting. I think this is very unique in that it has that sort of 2.5D stylization. The only other game that's similar, in my opinion, is Cassette Beast, but they do it very differently. It look like if you don't know what Cassette Beast is, search it up. You can find one of my videos on it. Looks very different. Its style is very different, but it has that sort of 2.5D atmosphere. What I'm curious is if there is going to be any platforming in this game like there is in Cassette Beast, because having the game in 3D, it could really benefit from something like that. So yeah, anyway, it's a pretty interesting game nonetheless. If you want to get it, you can. It's out now. And yeah, if you did enjoy this video and want to learn more about Monster Taming games in general, make sure to subscribe for daily Monster Taming content. You can follow me on Twitter at GymLeaderEd. Check out our Monster Taming Discord. All links will be in the description. Until next time, peace.